Hey everybody, Joe here. Welcome to Spring Hill, Florida. We've done a lot of manufactured home tours in this town, including in this park right here. In this series of videos, we're going to show you what it's like to actually live in the towns, take you to interesting points, but more than just give you a tour of restaurants and so forth, what it's actually like to live there, the cost of living, housing, and so forth. So in this video, it's Spring Hill. Let's get to it. All right, so first things first, as far as housing is concerned in Spring Hill, houses are going to start at around $200,000, even for like a 1,700 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. You can look on Zillow, you can check it yourself as far as what the pricing is, but you can see some of these houses. They're a real mixed bag. This is an average neighborhood. This is not like on a main strip of old Spring Hill. If you look at old Spring Hill, like you're seeing all these really small, what they used to call shotgun shacks, and they, say that because you can kind of put a shotgun and shoot from the front door through the back door. They built them that way so that you can get airflow. But like these houses are more typical. You're going to have native lots and then a house, and this is very typical of Spring Hill. You can buy a lot and build, and there are tons of people building on them. And as you can see, these are some of the houses. These are going to be running into like 300, like something like that's going to be in somewhere around the $300,000 range. Maybe a little less for some of these. Now this is on a lake, so it's a little bit more, and there's lakes everywhere. So I mean, you can get a lot of waterfront property, but there's a lot that probably is available. And then you could see something like this right here. Okay, this is this is fairly exceptional. This is quite the place. That's probably way over $500,000, way over, yeah, maybe $750,000. So then there's quite a few planned communities, gated, ungated, with homeowners associations and of course fees, but varying amenities. There's some nice golf communities, and some of them just have like pools and clubhouses and so forth, but they're very well kept and they're stable neighborhoods. You don't have somebody out here with, car up on blocks and big tall weeds, and generally starting in around the 400s, and some of them in the upper end ones go up even into 7 figures, but this is a pretty average one here. You're going to be in the 4s to like maybe 5s or maybe 6s, but very tidy and hold your property very well, and it's low maintenance because, as you can see, the yards are really small, but pretty easy living. And like most places in Florida, it's booming, so they're always building different types of housing projects, and of course, they have affordable housing, and there's apartments, and if you need Section 8 housing or government-assisted, you got that too. As far as work is concerned, there is industry here, but if you need to, you can head right over to Tampa. You're never more than 10 miles away from 589, which leads you to Tampa in about 45 minutes. As far as the necessities go, like pretty much any place, most things are in strip malls. This isn't so incorporated at this point that you're going to see Whole Foods or Sprouts or something like that, but it's just a matter of time. But in the meantime, they have some really nice shopping, places like Publix, and you also have Winn-Dixie, Aldi, places like that. Save a lot if you need to shop like that. So there's plenty of shopping options, and there's also nice little restaurants and so forth. And of course, you've got all the usual suspects for fast food and chain restaurants, pretty much everything you'd expect for a medium-sized town like Spring Hill. All right, so that covers all the essentials. Now, what's there to do? Anything? Well, it is the Sun Coast, and it is the Nature Coast, and it is Florida, so most things are based on the outdoors. You might do something boisterous or outdoorsy or fish or hike, or you might like things a little bit more peaceful. There's a lot of really nice rivers and lakes. You can just paddle and just hang out and, walk along the trail or fish, or maybe just take in some swimming or, paddle boarding or just catching some rays. Fortunately, in our travels, we discovered the Nature Coast Botanical Garden. It's a beautiful little place, a nice escape to get away, be in a serene atmosphere, shady, beautiful flowers, themed gardens like this Asian-themed one, or the butterfly garden. Saw a lot of butterflies in here. Beautiful flowers. And this whole place is run on donations and volunteer work. People donate artwork. People set up different types of memorials and settings and whatever you want to put in here that fits the motif. This would be a nice place to have a party or a wedding. And, be sure to be generous and drop something in the box and maybe volunteer. And the next stop on our grand tour was the Airport Farmers Flea Market. And it's a really old school flea market. Not a whole lot of cargo container stuff in here. It's legit stuff.
And they have entertainment and food, 17 acres of vendors, and it's pretty filled with good stuff. I like digging through some of the old metal and antiques, and I even found myself a little trinket in there. Pretty cool. And if that's not enough excitement for you, there's plenty else to do nearby. Check out my video on Weeki Wachee, Hernando Beach, and Bayport, and you'll see all the excitement there right nearby here, including Weeki Wachee Springs and Buccaneer Bay.
Hey, hope you enjoyed the tour. If there's a town in the Tampa Bay area that you'd like us to tour, let us know in the comments below and we'll make it happen. Until next time, happy hometown hunting.